Hey, shrimp keepers of YouTube. Sean coming to you live here at the home base of Shrimp Aquatics. Wanted to do a proper unboxing video, but that was not the case due to some unforeseeable circumstances with USPS, myself, and, well, Mother Nature. She decided to throw in a mix of fog, rain, thunder, lightning. Was granted the delivery today still anyway of some absolutely, I believe, absolutely stunning King Kong Black King Kong Panda mix. I know they're two different species, pandas and black King Kongs. I get that, but I want to throw a great shout out to Flip Aquatics for yet again having superb packaging, fantastic just insulation inside the box, wrapping around the bag, and just inside the bag itself, the amount of water and the absolutely fantastic little mesh that they send inside their bags to help the shrimp themselves kind of stay a little bit stationary while the water's sloshing around a bit. Both my packages have arrived in perfect condition, so I know they respect a container or a box or a package that states fragile or live animal inside. With that being said, enough of my yapping around. Let me get you guys flipped around. Thank you to flipaquatics.com, or just Flip Aquatics. Rob and his team there, as always, doing a fantastic job. They sent me some absolutely beautiful looking King Kong and black pandas. There looks to be, out of this bunch, definitely one panda right there, middle of the screen. The top of the three there looks to be a good, little small, but a overall good looking example of a King Kong, I'm hoping. Same thing with this one kind of hiding over here all by itself. Got that one stripe going across, but if you look right at its head, if I can get the glare to cooperate while trying to film it, there is a white line going straight down its, rostrum there. Then a white line or a white band going right behind where the eyes are. And then we've got just that very faint light, well, not light, I apologize, but a very faint, like, grayish white stripe. And then just absolutely beautiful markings across the tail, other than that one section having a little bit more black than the rest. That is almost a straight, perfect black to white tail. I just love these guys. And then I cannot forget the other two that are down here. Oop, little close. That one looks to be a good, gosh, that will not focus. There we go. These two, the one on the right looks to be another good looking panda, and the one dead center of the screen there looks to be a decent King Kong again. This one's got a little bit better markings across the tail, but it's just barely ahead of that tail. There's got a little white band that's kind of making it look like a panda. So I'm not 100% that that's going to be a King Kong or if it's going to become a panda. I apologize. Daisy just decided to break in. I wasn't giving her any attention, so she says, "Hey, me, I want love." But got those guys acclimating right now, nice and slow. Little drip line going from their tank straight to their bucket. They probably got about an hour soak right now, so I'd say they've got at least another hour worth of water drippage, if not maybe 2 more. From there, they should be alright. The water chemistry was pretty close by what I was able to measure, TDS wise, pH wise. Their pH was right around 6.7 from the bag, so it might be a little skewed. Tank is currently sitting at 6.5. Their TDS was a bit high, but again, being in the bag for a couple of days, I probably would have, so from there, we are looking at, they had a TDS of 143. The tank is sitting at 97, 101 to 97. But you can tell inside here we got a couple red pandas. My original black King Kongs and black pandas are in here. The moss has started to finally take off. It's only been, I don't know, a month and a half, and now I'm finally getting some decent growth out of this moss. I think it was the light that I've got over it is designed for plant growth, but unfortunately the only section or the only real lids I was able to get are these kind of, they go in front of fluorescent lights for ceiling tiles, so not exactly perfect for letting light through, but I was having that on the tank during the day while I wasn't home in order to help just reduce a little bit of the evaporation that can come out of the tank, because yesterday this tank was here and we've already lost about 1/4 of an inch of the water, so it does cause some water loss or extra water loss, but by taking that off, I'm not drowning out the light. And this moss, like I said, has probably in the last week and a half doubled its new growth looks, because all of this that you're seeing, this long guy here, all of these guys, all the ones coming towards the camera and everything going that way, none of that was there probably last week. I've been having some decent molts in here, and the size of these guys has increased, but nothing apparently big enough to allow for a breeding situation, at least none that I've seen. I have not seen anybody in here buried yet, but you know, I've only had them for what, 3-4 weeks, 3.5 weeks roughly. Ooh, there is my red King Kong. She is absolutely gorgeous. She has got, honestly, I think she is a red wine King Kong, or she could be a red wine panda. I really don't know the difference yet. I'm still educating myself. Like I said, this is a learning channel. You guys know way better than I do. Rob over there at Flip Aquatics, he has done absolutely fantastic with trying to answer as many of the questions that I have sent to him via email. I apologize to you, Rob, for absolutely blowing up your email. I think it was one weekend just between you and I, mainly myself. 10 emails sent back and forth, probably 8 my side, 2 your side, which again I apologize for, but thank you for all the support and efforts and just information that you've been giving me. Real quick, we've got the crystal reds and the crystal blacks down here. Like the snails on this log, there's 4 medium-sized snails right there. I took out 6. I'm not a huge fan of the pond snails. They do a good job. They're good fish food for a couple of things that I've got, so I tolerate that. We've got the blue bolts over here. Some of these guys have darkened up, like that one right there has darkened up quite nicely. Looks absolutely gorgeous. A couple have lost a lot of their color. Other ones have darkened up. Like I said, that guy's gotten probably 3 shades darker on the blue. This one has gotten just an absolutely beautiful turquoise blue going, so I'm hoping that sets in and stays. Same with the one kind of back there. Little camera shy. That one's done okay. It's held pretty good. So I'd say out of the 12 blue bolts, I've got 8 or 9. I would say, in all honesty, 8 or 9 of them that have kept their coloration. Alright, that's enough of an update. I just wanted to give you guys a brief overview, and it's turned into another long video that hopefully I'll be able to trim down quite a bit. I'm working on learning how to use the editing software that I got for my iPhone. Not the greatest stuff in the world, but hey, if it helps make a long video a bit shorter to where it's a little bit nicer for you guys, I will do it. Filter wise, sponge filter wise, I've got some tall ones. I got some of the shootout one, well, not shootout, but the single barrel with the lift tube. Got the just small aquarium ones, the bigger guys, a 40-gallon, just tall. These things actually work absolutely fantastic. I've got one in here, and when there's not food sitting on the base of this aquarium, these guys are all over that sponge. They use the crevices to hide in. It's absolutely fantastic for my fry. The fry are loving it. I mean, there's a little guy right there that has probably spent a good 3 to 5 hours just right there in that little fold, and I cannot get this thing to focus through the YouTube camera. But alright, appreciate you guys, love you guys. Again, anybody needs a sponge filter, please let me know. I definitely need to start selling some of this stock before I go bankrupt. I will talk at everybody later. Again, thank you for the love. Sean with Shrimp Aquatics, signing off.